Hello, my gorgeous Aquarians, and welcome to your seasonal zodiac reading. So, if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. If you have been here for any length of time, you will know that I currently provide limited based zodiac readings, essentially centered around whatever season we happen to be in. So, right now, my way of kind of getting into the idea of zodiac readings is to just provide a reading for the sign that we are currently sitting in, whatever time of year that may be. So I've already done and completed a reading for Capricorn during Capricorn season. It is now Aquarius season, which runs from January 20th through February 18th. If you have Aquarius energy anywhere within your placements, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this is a reading for you. With that being said, it also is timeless. So even if you are not watching it during Aquarius season, if you have Aquarius anywhere in your placements, go ahead and, if this reading calls to you, enjoy, because it is still meant for you. It is intentioned to be timeless and for it to resonate whenever you are finding it. With that said, I also like to do pick a card style zodiac readings. A lot of the readings, pretty much all, if I can say, of the zodiac readings that I see on YouTube by fellow readers, which is perfectly fine, are collective. They're general. And I prefer to I like the idea of choice. I like having options for you. And I really, really love the pick a card format, especially when it comes to, really any type of guidance, because one size does not fit all, right? So it's important that we have options and we have the ability to choose. So I'm doing that for you again today. And again, if you have Aquarius energy anywhere within your placements, this is a reading for you where we are going to be taking a look for you what you can expect in the next few months. We'll take a look first at what your current energy is that you are sitting in. So whatever's going on in your current field of awareness, we're going to take a look at what to expect within the next few months, what may be shifting for you, what is coming in for you. And then last but not least, we'll also get some guidance for you as well. We'll start with tarot. We'll incorporate a little bit of oracle cards as well, and we'll just see where it goes. I try to keep these a little bit open and, free flowing so that whatever needs to come through can come through. But that's just the basic sort of format that I like to utilize for these zodiac readings, and hopefully you will enjoy it. I think the Capricorn version went very well. And if you have Capricorn anywhere within your chart as well, go ahead and check out that reading also. That is in the Zodiac readings playlist that I have on the channel. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started. And I also just would like to say very quickly, Aquarians have a very special place in my heart. I absolutely adore them. My son is actually an Aquarius, and this reading is in honor of him. This is dedicated to him. I'm actually uploading this on his birthday, which is January 28th. So I'm recording it in advance, but I am going to be releasing it on his birthday. Just a little nod to him, my favorite Aquarian. And I also have quite a few Aquarians in my family. I have an uncle that was born on the 25th of January. I have a sister that was born on the 30th of January. Of course, my son, who's the 28th. And then I also have two nieces that were born like right at the cusp at the tail end of this season on February 17th. So there's a lot of Aquarius energy, which is very unique and different, that flows through my family. It's a really, really great sign. So I just want to give you all a shout out. You're one of my favorites. And I'm going to, hopefully do justice to this sign with this reading today. So hope you enjoy. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Let's go ahead and get started. So pile 1 is going to be the Stretch Tarot, and that's paired with green opal. My camera also focuses a lot, like any sort of movements, it seems to auto adjust, and it can get a little crazy. When I rewatch the replays, sometimes that bugs me, so I apologize for that. We'll eventually work that out, but in the meantime, here we are. We have my favorite tarot deck that I own, which is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot with Iolite. Beautiful dark blue stone. And pile 3 is the Spacious Tarot with Aquamarine. I tried to also infuse the energy of Aquarians into this reading. Aquamarine is a very popular stone, one that is tied to Aquarius signs, the Aquarius sign. And, you know, just again, wanted to keep it fun, wanted to keep it a little bit eclectic and different because that is also a very common trait of Aquarians. So the stretch tarot is very unique. We also have Alice in Wonderland, which of course is like a super beloved but like weird story, right? There's a lot going on in there, a lot of trippy things. So again, just tried to really get the fun, awesome energy of Aquarius flowing through this reading, and I hope you enjoy. Go ahead and reflect over whichever pile or whichever crystal is calling to you most, and I will see you for your reading. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading, the first of 3 pick a card style readings for the Aquarians in the room. You have chosen the green opal crystal with the stretch tarot, which is a very unique kind of different deck. It's a little out there. I liked picking, you know, tarot decks today that really spoke to sort of like the eccentric, different, odd nature that Aquarians can have, and I have plenty in my life, including my dear, dear son, my one and only. So I can say that. He's very unique, very just a special kind of a kid. So definitely love my Aquarians. This is a reading for you if you have Aquarius anywhere within your placements of your chart. That is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And Aquarius season runs from January 20th through February 18th. So we are currently in Aquarius season at the time that I'm uploading this reading. However, just be aware that this reading is intentioned to be timeless. So as long as you have Aquarius anywhere within your chart, or if you just happen to be called to any one of these piles, if it's drawn you in, trust that sources helped you make your way here because there is a message for you. This reading is for you. So don't worry about the timing of it. Trust divine timing that you are being guided to this reading at the time that it is right for you. We're going to go ahead and start with tarot. We're going to take a look at what energy you're currently sitting in, as well as what is going to be shifting for you, what you can expect within the next few months. And then we'll go ahead and close it off with some guidance for you as well. So I've only done Zodiac readings one other time before. So far, I am a brand new channel. If, again, you are seeing this at the time it is first being uploaded. And, you know, I think to break into Zodiac readings as a new channel, the way that I wanted to do it, especially with how I wanted to format them and structure them, being pick-a-card style, is my capacity allows for doing each sign as the season presents for that particular sign in the elementals. So when we're in Aquarius season, I do the Aquarius reading. We were just in Capricorn, so I did the Capricorn reading, and so on and so forth throughout the year. In the future, I probably will do them more frequently, but again, this is just my way of kind of breaking into it and seeing how it goes. So, Aquarius, pile 1. What energy is pile 1 currently sitting in? What's currently going on for them right now? These are some really slippery cards. I haven't used this deck in a long time. So we have the 7 of Wands, which is Valor in this deck. I love the keywords. Those are very, very, very nice. Let's just push that up a little bit. We want to have enough room for everything today. We have the 5 of Pentacles, Worry. Oop, there we are, Worry. We have the 5 of Cups, another 5, interesting, Disappointment. And we have number 4, the Emperor. I feel guided to take one more, so we'll do it. Ace of Cups, Fulfillment. Clarifying these energies. For the 7 of Wands, we have the 10 of Pentacles, Home. For the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, Perception. Already a lot coming through. We have Justice for the 5 of Cups, Disappointment. The Tower for the Emperor. And the Fool, card 0 for the Ace of Cups. So pile one, the energy that I'm currently seeing is one of obviously disappointment, of stress, of anxiety, worry. There's a lot of resistance presenting with that Seven of Wands, even though it's reading as valor, and I do take those into consideration. You know, I'm tuning into the energy of this overall reading, and this card traditionally is one that represents a lot of resistance or defensiveness. And in truth, there are a lot of really difficult energies presenting here. I'm being drawn to the center of the spread, which is central to the reading, being disappointment, which is the Five of Cups, and it's clarified by justice, which can represent balance or things being right, you know, things being fair. And it's feeling as though there's been a sense of injustice for you, that there has been unfairness, that there's also been a loss of stability to some extent. We have the Tower here clarifying this Emperor energy. Emperor being a number 4, it's the divine masculine energy. It's someone being empowered, being stable, being grounded, being secure. And it's clarified by the Tower, which is literally destruction, upheaval, instability. So there's been a major shift currently ongoing, or that has recently taken place, that's regarding your stability, your practical sense of power in the world. And it's obviously causing you to feel a very strong sense of lack. There's a lot of, you know, very sad and kind of dejected energies here with both of these fives presenting. And, you know, we have the Queen of Swords, which is perception, which is interesting as a clarifier to the Five of Pentacles, because that can almost indicate that things are not as entirely difficult as they may seem, or as they appear or feel to you from your perspective. And, you know, in truth, the Queen of Swords is a very harsh, you know, when she's ill-aspected like this, she's a very harsh energy. She can be very cold, very cutting, very shrewd, judgmental. And what I'm hearing is that you're actually kind of not misjudging entirely, but there's really a lot of criticisms and additional judgments that you're making about your situation, or about whatever this current energy is that's going on in your field of awareness, that isn't entirely as it seems. I do think that there's a lot of perhaps premature judgment that you've made about things. You're already setting yourself up to feel like you've been wronged, or that things are not, you know, in a good space for you presently. And you're feeling very defensive. You know, you're feeling very much like you need to maintain your honor, like you need to stand up for yourself, like you need to be in this position of sort of, you know, I think your pride has been wounded, to be quite honest with you. I just think that someone has slighted you or done you wrong. There's been some type of just upset or upheaval, and it's really, really impacted your sense of self-worth, your sense of stability. In the practical sense, it could be affecting, if it's not related to 3D circumstances such as a job, or, you know, anything, you know, with the home even here, 10 of Pentacles presenting, that could be related to family, children, or just the actual environment of your physical space. If it doesn't relate to those things directly, as in it wasn't a situation that occurred within the confines of those different subject matters or those factors, well, then it's affecting those to some degree. And it's mostly related to, again, your perception. Your energy right now is very down. There's a very low vibrational sort of an energy to this reading. You know, I'm also seeing with this Ace of Cups and the Fool here that there is a lot of there's a lot of messages coming through for this, actually, and I want to get clear on that before I start to speak about what it is. So what is this Ace of Cups here for? Strength. And the Magician for the Fool. So I think that despite everything that you've been feeling, the main message that came through to me was this idea that you still have, you know, such an optimistic view. I'm really looking at this Ace of Cups as like that zest for life. Even though things have temporarily knocked you down, I don't see that it's completely derailed you. You know, strength, of course, is exactly as it's indicated. Somebody who maintains that inner resiliency and that fortitude and that ability to push forward despite obstacles. And the Fool here represents a new beginning, this idea of moving past, again, these other more difficult energies onto something new. Card 0, starting anew, starting over. And the Magician, feeling empowered to manifest. So even though you were knocked down a bit, or you're feeling a little bit disempowered due to some type of upset in your life, you're not losing faith. You're not losing hope entirely that things can still turn around. I want to go ahead and clarify, what is this Tower card energy here for? we have the Seven of Pentacles, patience. The Ace of Swords, victory. And we have the Four of Swords, contemplation. To be quite honest, these are all very, I wanted to say sedentary, but they're very stationary energies. You know, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about waiting. It's stated as patience in this deck. It's all about, you know, investments and waiting sort of for those to materialize or be fruitful. And then we have contemplation, the Four of Cups, which is this idea of rest and respite and reflection. It could also indicate healing. And then we have the Ace of Swords, victory in this deck, which I'm reading that more as, you know, truth spoken. So you could have recently come into some news that upset you, that disrupted your idea, your sense of peace. You know, perhaps everything that you have invested into at this point in time sort of crumbled. You know, your outlook on life is adjusted and shifted a bit, where you thought that you were going to be kind of situated and stabilizing is now not going to be the place where you're going to remain, or with whom. If it involves another energy, another person, it very well could involve, you know, a relationship. The Emperor is a fatherly energy. It's a husband energy. It's definitely, again, divine masculine. So you could be, we won't go too much into this, of course, but it's not intended to be a love reading. However, if you are reading this and resonating with this at a love level, this could very well indicate kind of like a divine partner, a soul attachment, soul tie, a soul mate, a twin flame, you know, any of those things. So it could be a lot of things, but it's funny that I'm not seeing like this huge upheaval, this huge unrest or upset with the Tower energy, which we would expect. It's more just saying kind of, it's uprooted your sense of security and peace or safety, with some truth, you know, some type of realization or clarity that has come through for you. And again, that makes sense, because with perception here, a lot of this is all about our view on it. It's showing this idea of the energy that's being embodied, the viewpoint being taken, the mindset being taken towards all of this isn't entirely accurate. But because of that, you know, it's created this Tower moment for you. So I'm guided to say, you know, pile one, that whatever is going on, whatever energies are currently taking place for you, it's all in your attitude. It's all in the vibration that you're embodying regards to it. You know, be solutions oriented. Don't be focused and fixated on the problem. That solves absolutely nothing. I've been there. I've experienced a lot of turmoil in my own life. I can speak on this. You know, I feel like I could be an expert. I could write a book on it. But, you know, it's really all about our energy and how we choose to embody and transmute all of this difficulty, this contrast that we encounter. It doesn't have to be the end of the world, or it doesn't have to be this huge Tower moment for you. It's just your perception. It's just your kind of, again, your mindset. The Ace of Swords also being related to this idea of clarity, of mental acuity. So it's really all tied to the mind. There's so many swords here that are presenting, that are making me think that this is, you know, very much tied to, again, the level of awareness and being in the mental body more than heeding and trusting intuition, or being in the emotional body and trusting the feelings and being guided towards the feelings. So it's important that we just, in times of strife like this, which I'm seeing, these are very difficult energies presenting, that we just keep our eye focused on the prize. We stay in as good of energy, as high a vibration as we possibly can, because that's what allows us to manifest. You want to be this manifester. You feel like you can be this deliberate creator. And in order to do that and really harness that magician energy, you've got to get out of this perspective. You've got to see things a little differently. You've got to shift this idea that life has done you wrong or is unfair to you. And you have to take ownership and know that you have the ultimate control over your destiny, over your reality. Whatever comes into your field of awareness, know that you can change it, that you are the ultimate controller of that experience. So let's go ahead and see. Ooh, did you see that? My goodness. What is shifting for you? What is currently shifting for you? What can you expect within the next few months? I think you can expect some major movement. That just like flew out. That was crazy. Haven't had that in a while. So Six of Wands, recognition. This is the idea of victory, of success. So as I said, big shifts. Yep. The Three of Cups, abundance. Number 5, another number 5 has come out for you, the Hierophant. So this is higher learning. This is, you know, change, transformation. There's a lot of things shifting for you. Queen of Wands, optimism. This is so, so beautiful, pile 1. Really looking good. And we have the Two of Swords, conflict. Don't worry about this card. I'm being told it doesn't represent actual conflict here. And in fact, I'll go ahead and clarify just to be sure. Yeah. Page of Cups, inspiration. Okay, so what's shifting for you, pile 1, and what's going to be coming in for you is, first of all, abundance. This idea of, you know, finally achieving successes, finally righting what, again, you feel may have been wronged or what is off balance and off course and unfair. It's restoring, you know, this sense of empowerment for you. This Queen of Wands optimism is not only, as the card indicates, you know, this return to faith, this return to seeing things more clearly and more positively, changing and shifting that energy, as we just spoke about, you know, needing to embody this higher vibrational sort of perspective on life in order for things to shift. But it's also representative of empowerment. It's coming up right over the Emperor. And again, you know, we had the Emperor clarified by the Tower. So this idea, this lack of stability or this loss of stability, this disempowered state that you found yourself in is now going to be rectified. You're going to be coming into your power once again. And that's going to be a really impactful, exciting time I'm hearing for you. A lot of change though, a lot of things going on beneath the surface that are going to be impacting you, transforming you, helping to shift you and get you set up and aligned for this successful, you know, victorious energy, this happiness and joy that you'll be experiencing. I want to also just make note that these two cards together, especially positioned next to each other, are very spiritually minded. The Queen of Wands is also the Queen of Spirit, and right next to the Hierophant, which is all about spirituality and higher learning. This could very much be kind of tapping into your spiritual sense more. Again, the idea of trusting the universe more, trusting that everything is always working out for you, leaning into intuition. Again, right now we're seeing you more in your mental body, more worried and focused and stressed on material matters or your loss of stability, your perceived lack or loss of stability, your current position in life. And instead, what's shifting for you is this more positive, optimistic mindset and this kind of support and leaning on your spirituality, this removing yourself from the material and mental sort of 3D matrix energy that we're seeing right now currently, and moving more into that emotional and that intuitive body that allows you to embody and manifest as this Queen of Wands energy. We had the Two of Swords come out as well, which is called conflict in this deck, but I was very guided to say, you know, straight up from the jump, this is not about actual conflict. Clarifying it with the Page of Cups inspiration, this told me that this is more about decision making. So I see there's some hesitation to really move forward confidently. And I think, again, it's because of these current energies. Having had a loss of faith, having had a loss of stability, either real or, you know, realized, viewed as, this is presenting as somebody who's just inner conflict, internally struggling to make sense of everything. Even in the midst of all of these positive shifts that are coming, I just think that this is somebody who is needing to trust more, again, needing to come more into those emotions. Page of Cups always reminds me of a child. Pages were often children. And inspiration is this idea of like feeling that joy again, feeling that again, that optimism, this this just sense of like, you know, joy and vitality. There is some hesitation to step into that energy. I almost feel like you would view this as foolish, which is funny because, you know, again, Aquarians are such, they can be oddballs. They're very genius-like. They're very different. They're very eccentric. They're very just like outside of the norm. But I think for you, with your recent kind of upsets in the present energy, you're going to be less inclined to embody that childlike nature that you often have. You know, you're going to be less trustful, even as, again, these really wonderful energies present. I just see you kind of struggling to come out of that entirely, to release the burdens of that mental fatigue, that inner conflict, that confusion, or that, you know, that mental kind of murkiness that exists, and to truly step into this inspired kind of creative energy that the Page of Cups represents in order to truly manifest at your highest ability. You will get there. It's just, you know, that's what's also coming in, is that you're going to struggle a bit with that. I want to go ahead and get some more information on what else we can expect for you. What else is shifting for pile 1 that they need to be aware of? We have the 8 of Cups, abandonment. The number 7, excuse me, the Chariot. Number 3, the Empress. This is, again, beautiful energy. The 7 of Cups, temptation. Again, I'm hearing that's not exactly how it's coming through here. And we have the 6 of Pentacles, generosity. The Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. This is a really strong indicator, pile 1, that there's really going to be a turn of luck or kind of a turn of the wheel in terms of your destiny or your divinity. As part of the divine plan, the wheel is shifting. And it's going to allow for a lot of energy to clear away, for you to step away and abandon anything that no longer serves you. Self-limiting beliefs, this unnecessary defensiveness, this energy of lack and loss and disappointment and grief that you may be sitting in, even maybe some guilt I'm hearing, perhaps on how you handled the situation in the past. And certainly this coldness, this defensiveness, this very cynical sort of a vibe to this Queen of Swords energy that we're seeing that you're currently sitting in. Just this, a release of kind of all of those burdens of stress and worry and anxiety and judgment and criticalness. I'm also hearing that there could have been some type of a breakdown or disintegration of a situation that you felt was very secure in your life. This could be a relationship. This could be a job situation. Again, it's not entirely clear to me. It's going to be different for everyone. This is still a general reading. But whatever this is, it's you moving past kind of that grief and that loss or that disappointment, moving forward. And again, the Chariot here being number 7, the number of divinity, it's the divine plan. It's like really literally flowing with ease, the path of least resistance. That's what that strikes me as. And coming into Empress energy. So we have the Emperor coming out here is where you're currently sitting. And that's in a negative aspect, that you felt a loss of stability, a loss of control. And here what's shifting and what you need to know is that the Empress is going to be emerging along with that Wheel of Fortune energy. I'm feeling like this just, we have so many signs of abundance here. We have the literal abundance card. We have Empress, which represents abundance and this idea of everything just kind of flowing, being beautiful, working itself out, feeling, in your divine feminine power. So we have both divine energies here, which I think are going to be right over Justice. It's coming up back in power, back in balance. Again, that wheel is shifting, which is going to allow for you to better embody this energy. Moving out of the Queen of Swords and moving into Queen of Wands and the Empress is definitely a step in the right direction. We have the 7 of Cups, which is called temptation in this deck, and I don't actually see it that way. I see that as choice. I see that as dreaming a big, better dream. So I'm actually hearing that what you previously thought or believed you wanted, whatever it is that you've lost that has made you feel this lack or this depletion of your resources and of your stability or your self-worth, your groundedness, how you're showing up in the world, is actually going to give way for some way better opportunities to present to you and to come into your field of awareness, and that you're going to just have like the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter, insert whatever metaphor you like. There's going to be a lot better opportunity and a lot of more advantageous, opportunistic, and lucrative sort of potential that's going to be entering in for you. In generosity, the 6 of Pentacles, I actually just see this as stability returning, the ability for you to be so, materialistically and abundantly set in your material world in regards to, again, your groundedness, your stability, that you're actually able to, once again, return to this feeling of such abundance that it's just overflowing, that you may even be feeling generous towards others, or you may find that you're having better energy exchanges with others in your field of awareness, because again, you're embodying this higher vibrational energy. So this is really exciting of what's coming for you, pile 1. I really like to see this. I love to see when things are looking so much better when they're looking a little bleak in the current energy. And too, I feel guided to say very strongly that you may struggle with depression. Anxiety is obviously indicated here as well, but depression may be an issue for you, specifically seasonal depression. If you are watching this at the time that it is first being uploaded, we are in winter in the Northern Hemisphere, which is a very dreary time. It's very cold. You know, the sun isn't out as much. A lot of people suffer the effects of this weather pattern. And so if that's something that's also kind of weighing on you and you know, bogging down your energy, just know that like big shifts are coming. The Empress also represents to me like total abundance, total like prosperousness, the full blooming of a new season. So spring may be something that's significant for you. Spring and summer, you know, a time when the earth renews itself and again comes back into bloom, into full focus and full color, full technicolor. So if that's a factor for you, or if you're wondering, you know, how quickly things are going to turn around for you, I'm hearing as early as about March, you know, like at the start of spring, things could really be picking up and looking up for you. So this is wonderful. What guidance do we have for pile 1? What else does pile 1 need to know? What else does pile 1 need to know? We have wealth, the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So if this is the Empress card, we have the pre-Empress card coming out to just, you know, solidify that literal abundantness that's coming. We have the 7 of Swords, cunning. This is being shrewd and discerning, but in a good way, not in this Queen of Swords energy, but more strategizing, organizing, planning. Again, there's options for you, pile 1, coming out. Readiness, Page of Swords. Again, I feel like there's going to be, with this, you know, conflict, this 2 of Swords card coming out with this Page of Swords, it's giving me a tie-in that there is going to be some degree or some level of feeling unprepared, or, you know, like you need to really plan and strategize and analyze everything from every angle. But I'm being told to share with you that, again, it's all about your energy. It's all about the vibration. It's not all about your thoughts. It's about what you believe, and what your beliefs are manifest as your emotions, which control your vibration, and that's what allows things to manifest. So you want to, you know, try to stay in just an energy of preparedness, as it says, readiness here. Stay in this idea of strategy, of, you know, planning, of keeping yourself, I wanted to say guarded, but I don't like that word. It's just an energy of openness, receptiveness, and yet discernment. It's proper discernment. There's a lot coming in for you, pile 1, and I do think that it could be overwhelming at times, just because you've been used to kind of things taking a turn and not being so stable for you in recent time. So it may take a little bit of time to trust, but you know, it's coming, and you can trust it. You know, the 10 of Wands, oppression, you need to release those burdens that you've held on to for so long. This is obviously current energy for you, but it's obviously been in the works. I'm feeling like it's been in the works for some time. So, you know, Queen of Cups, emotion. You want to be this positively aspected, this beautiful, empowered energy also of the Queen of Cups. When she's upright and when she's in her best energy, she's just, you know, compassionate and nurturing and intuitive, and she feels everything, but she has a very good, strong, intuitive sense that allows her to, again, best discern the necessary course of action. And I'm hearing the same for you. You know, you don't want to slip into these repeat patterns of being overly defensive or allowing your burdens to weigh you down. You need to release those things. It's okay to be, you know, cautious. We'll say conservatively cautious, but also be open and receptive to that abundance, because it is coming in. And as long as you stay in that intuitive body, you know, you become that Queen of Cups, you're going to see that everything is going to pan out. And as I say that, the King of Cups, reliability, comes through. If this was a love situation, Ace of Cups did come out, which could have been also this, you know, newness, and this, it came with the Fool just beneath it as the clarifier. So the Ace of Cups can also represent new love entering, or you know, a new vitality and zest for life, which is how I initially took that energy. And it also could be an openness to finding a more suitable partner, if that was something that, you know, you're abandoning, that is resulted in a loss of security for you. If it was an actual person, again, we had that Emperor come out, which could be a husband or father figure. If that's the case, just know that, you know, something good is coming for you with regard to that. And the 3 of Pentacles, work. So again, this could be material implications. This could be coming together in this energy of this couple energy, embodied by the Queen and King of Cups. You know, that's water, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So you could have any one of those signs also in your placements. You know, it's funny because Aquarius is not obviously a water sign. It is an air sign. But Aquarians to me very much strike me as very sensitive, deep, emotional people. They're very emotive, much like water signs. And in fact, Aquarius, with the root word aqua, just it, even the symbol, the zodiac symbol, it always reminds me of water and how it should be a water sign. And in truth, Aquarians are the most watery of the air sign energies. And so, you could have this actually in your placement, or this could just be how you sort of approach life and love, and again, this overflow, this idea of this Ace of Cups being this just like abundant, flowing, beautiful, loving energy, this spice and vitality and zest for life that you possess, this openness, this I'm hearing like childlike wonder. We also had that Page of Cups energy, inspiration coming out, which you're going to be, I think it's an energy that you sit in often, but right now you're going to be a little hesitant to step back into that. It's not going to feel entirely safe. And this, the guidance here from Spirit is that it is safe. You can, regardless of gender, male or female, you are somebody who can embody this wonderful water energy in its best representation. And you can just, and get in touch with your intuition and get in touch with that loving, compassionate, nurturing, just beautiful energy that is the Cups suit. And it'll apply to whatever area of your life is most in need of that emotional balance. So for you, if that's work or if that is a relationship, whatever it relates to, that's also coming for you. So I want to go ahead and close it off with a little bit more guidance just from the Moonology manifestation deck, because why not, right? We're doing zodiac-based readings. Why not do oracle based on the zodiac? So what do we have for Aquarius pile 1? What else do they need to know, Spirit? What else do they need to know? Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Well, reflect on your priorities. Can't get any better than that. We have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. I apologize for the shifty camera. And first quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. We're going to pull one more. Why not? Full moon in Leo. Go wild. I love seeing more of that fiery energy. Again, we had the Queen of Wands come out, which is definitely fire. So this is all about taking charge, taking control over your life once again in this empowered, just, wonderful state. We had strength also presenting, which is further Leo energy. So this is where you're shifting, and this is what you need to embody and what you're coming into. A balance of fire and water. So that intuitive, emotional side combined with this like passionate, fiery, driven, motivated, go-getter sort of a vibe that we see with the wand suit. We have the last quarter moon in Aquarius, so reflect on your priorities. Again, this is reflecting on, especially with regard to current circumstances, how you are, showing up in the world and how you're viewing things and what energy you're embodying, because that is your responsibility and yours alone. Your vibration is an inside job. You have total control over what comes into your field of awareness and your experience, and it's important that you, show up and show out for yourself. If you're at a low vibration, it's up to you, honey, to get that back up. There is no one else who can do that for you. So it's really important that you put the work in, empower yourself, embrace some of that Leo energy, and really, muster up the strength to get yourself, pull yourself up out of whatever low vibrational sort of a lack mindset or disappointed mindset. Just this sad energy that's very heavy right now. Breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio, so more water coming out for you. There is some tension right now, but it's not anything you can't overcome. Again, I'm also feeling, again, relating back to the beginning here, it's all in your perception, all in your awareness, your idea of what's taking place. And you can release the blockages that are holding you back. First quarter moon in Scorpio. First quarter moons remind me of the beginning or the start of something. We had that Fool energy presenting, which is about a newness, a new beginning, a start over. Approaching life with that Magician energy, this deliberate creation that we have available to us as humans incarnating. It's all based on energy. It's all based on vibration. You have to release those blockages, pile 1. That's the only thing that's getting in your own way is your own self and your limiting beliefs, your low vibration, your stress, your worry, your fear. Release those blockages, and you can just step into this beautiful Leo energy and take the world by storm. Really shift. Those shifts are coming. So make sure that you're ready for that. You want to be at your best self, your strongest self. Do what you need to retake your power. So pile one, I hope you've enjoyed this reading today. If it has resonated with you, I would so love for you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I again bring Zodiac readings seasonally to the channel at this time. So, whenever your next placement comes up in the year of what season we're in, if you have, for example, Gemini, or if you have Capricorn, Capricorn has already been recorded and is in the playlist. If you have Gemini, stop back to my channel, like and subscribe so that you can be notified when I post the Gemini reading or the Cancer reading or, what have you. I'm going to do all of them in sequence throughout the year. And, I also do regular pick a card readings as well, several times a week. And you'll be notified every time I do post any of that content if you choose to interact and engage with the channel. I again hope this has been of help. This has provided you with some clarity, some peace, and given you some optimism for the future. I hope you take good care of yourself. I hope to see you in another reading. And until next time, bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Aeolite, gorgeous stone, and my favorite tarot deck that I own. This is the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. And I have to say, it has a special place in my heart. Alice in Wonderland is by far one of my favorite Disney movies. And my son, who, again, this reading is dedicated to and in honor of, he is an Aquarius. His birthday is today, in fact, the day that this is uploaded, January 28th. Alice in Wonderland is his only Disney movie that he'll watch, pretty much. He does not like Disney movies much. He's 12. He's turning 12. But when he was younger, he wouldn't really watch any Disney movies with me. It disheartened me so much because I adore those movies, and they're such a huge nostalgic part of, most people's childhoods. And he just never got into them. But the one that he loved was Alice in Wonderland. So I'm using this tarot today in honor of my baby, my big boy. And I enjoy this tarot deck so much. Haven't used it that much, but it's very responsive, very, very well done. So kudos to the creator as well. It's the same deck creator that made the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot and the Disney Villains tarot deck. So it's just really nice, well executed. I highly recommend this one if you read tarot or if you have interest or you collect. Some people collect tarot decks and don't actually read with them. That's fine. It's your prerogative. Anyway, if you're drawn to this deck, I would certainly pick it up. It's well worth it. So, Aquarius, pile 2. Pile 1 went great. It was a little longer than I anticipated, but that's all right. We get whatever we need to get out, and I'm going to do the same for you today. I like to keep these free-flowing as much as possible. We do have a general kind of format that I like to stick to with my Zodiac readings, which I put out seasonally right now. So I have a channel where I mainly am focusing on just strict pick-a-cards, love-related energy and healing specific videos, all high vibrational energies, of course. But I also wanted to just sort of, break into Zodiac, I guess, see if I enjoy it and if it's responsive from the community and the collective of those that make their way to my channel. So in order to kind of break ground into that, is I am doing Zodiac-based readings during the season in which, that sign is prominent. So we are in Aquarius season right now, which is January 20th through February 18th. However, just trust that this reading is intentioned to be timeless. At any time that you are finding this reading, trust that the messages within are meant for you. This is a reading intended for all Aquarians, whether it's your sun placement, moon, rising, or Venus. However, even if you're just guided to this reading because you like the crystals used or the decks used, like this gorgeous deck, trust that you've been guided here for a reason. So stick around and see if there's a message in there for you. I am pretty sure you'll find that there is. Never doubt divine intervention, how they put the right readings that we need to hear most in front of us. So anyway, welcome, and let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the tarot and we'll pull a little bit of oracle later. We're going to go ahead and get an idea of what energy you're currently sitting in, pile 2. What is your current energetic, I guess, frequency? What's going on in your field of awareness? What's taking place for you? We'll then take a look at what's shifting, what you can expect in the coming months. Again, the coming months for whatever time you are finding this video. And then we'll also go ahead and get some guidance for you as well. So for pile 2, what energy energy is pile 2 currently sitting in? What's going on for pile 2? 2 of Flowers, which is the 2 of Wands. Judgment. The 6 of Hedgehogs. This is the 6 of Pentacles. The 9 of Hedgehogs, 9 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Hedgehogs or Pentacles. Lots of earth energy here for you. Clarifying. We've got the King of Hedgehogs, the King of Pentacles for the 2 of Wands. My goodness. We've got the Sun. Beautiful. One of my favorite cards. For Judgment. There's a lot of illumination going on for you, pile 2. The Hierophant. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm loving this energy already. The 6 of Spears or 6 of Swords for the 9 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Hedgehogs, because why not? More Pentacles energy for you out today. Okay. So for pile 2, what energy are you currently sitting in? What's currently taking place for you? Well, first and foremost, I'm seeing that there's been either a recent decision that you have made or a decision that you are in the process of making. We have this 2 of Wands energy. It's clarified by the King of Pentacles. So this is, you know, a grounded, stable, secure figure. And I believe that this is you. You know, you're in a lot of earth energy right now, which is very interesting for an air sign. An air sign is normally very free-flowing, very, you know, less grounded. Let's just say it that way. So it's for there to be such grounded, secure, stable energies here. Again, also tied in with this decision, with this King of Pentacles energy. I think that you've really been sort of grounding your ideas, grounding your energy, feeling more secure, feeling more practical, maybe getting your actual worldly affairs, your material affairs in order. But definitely making a decision, a very important decision I'm hearing for your overall security in the long term, in your future. I think there's also been a lot of enlightenment, a lot of awareness that's come to you. We have Judgment clarified by the Sun. So this is a lot of, again, clarity, awareness, enlightenment. Something has been illuminated for you recently that I think has tied into why you're either in the process of making this decision or why you've recently made one. And I'm pretty certain that it relates to your material realm. That's what it's feeling like to me. We have the 6 of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant. And the Hierophant to me immediately spoke to this idea of higher learning, of tapping into spirituality, of transforming, of shifting, of changing perspectives, changing your mental outlook on things, changing where you want to devote your energy, perhaps making a decision about, you know, materially speaking, where you want to devote and invest your time. This could be about, you know, making a physical move, making a job change, maybe taking things to the next level in a relationship. In either case, in any of those instances, there's just a lot of really, again, grounded, secure energy presenting. And I think that you're finally beginning to, for me, this is just a beautiful energy, almost like trusting in spirit, being supported and guided by source, and finally believing in that, having the faith in the higher power, and really fostering and developing that relationship. And it is benefiting you. You know, the 9 of Pentacles is this energy that's almost like they say pre-empress. So someone who has all their material affairs in order, who's feeling abundant, who's feeling secure. The 6 of Spears, the 6 of Swords, clarifying this person, you know, your energy now coming into this beautiful, vibrant, stable, secure, abundant energy, moving out of a time of turbulence. So again, there's reference here to having made a decision, being recently made aware of something, maybe the need to shift and change, to move forward. Perhaps there was something that was holding you back. I want to go ahead and clarify a few things before we move on. What is this decision related to? 2 of Wands. So the Page of Flowers, the Page of Wands, you know, you're definitely feeling fired up and like you need to, you know, inspired about moving forward. And the 8 of Teacups. So this is about movement, literally travel. Again, that's indicated here as well with the 6 of Spears or 6 of Swords, moving on from something, moving towards something better. What have you recently been made aware of with Judgment? I'm a huge clarifier, by the way. Like, I do this a lot. It's not because I don't understand the cards. Not that anyone thinks that, but It's not because I don't understand them. It's because I want as much detail as possible, and I'm nosy. So I like to clarify. I clarify a lot for my own personal private readings, and I'm going to do the same for you guys. So the Hermit, like so much spiritual energy of coming into awareness, introspecting, and just having those major, major spiritual downloads file too. This is wonderful. And the Page of Spears or the Page of Swords. One more. The Four of Wands. This is coming into better clarity about your own stability, what you want in the future. Again, this could relate to a relationship, but I'm reading it for the majority of you. Again, this is a general reading, but I'm reading it for the majority of the viewers as being related to like a physical sense of security. So this could be work related, or it could be the home, it could be a relationship, but it's about that foundation. It's about that security, that stability that's so important. I think you've just really come into your own through, you know, introspection, reflection, inner work. You've developed the skills, you've come into that awareness and had that clarity come through to you, and you've now, you know, stepped into trust. You've developed the skills necessary to lean more into intuition, to, you know, trust and know that the evidence will be presented to you. Very much Judgment with the Sun shows me this idea of like powerful abundance presenting to you, being made aware to you. Look at even how in this Judgment card, this beautiful, cute little adorable, he's precious. This white rabbit, he's got the trumpet going, you know, he's that horn, he's announcing. There's definitely something that's caught your attention in a big way. And again, this Page of Swords, this Page of Spears is giving me this indication of like very strong mental discernment, an important message coming through from source, from your inner being as you've reflected. That's kind of giving you a better sense of self and a better sense of what you're needing and wanting in the future with regard to your personal stability and how you want to show up in the world. I think moving on from things that no longer serve you, but let's go ahead and see, what is the Six of Spears, Six of Swords energy? Justice, balancing and making right things that weren't working for you. Let's see what else. The Wheel of Fortune, shifting. So definitely moving out of turbulent, difficult energies. What are they moving past? Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be coming out of a marriage, coming out of a family situation or a family dynamic. This can also just represent to me like generational karma, generational patterns of, you know, perhaps toxicity or dysfunction or limiting beliefs. You're moving past that, baby. You're moving out of that into some really, really good stuff. And I'm enjoying seeing this for you because that's excellent. It's so, so important for anybody. But, you know, especially during your season, you want to be in your power as much as possible. I firmly believe that the energies of whatever elementals you embody the most. So like when it's, you know, if you're Aquarius and it's Aquarius season, or even if you're an air sign and then it's an air sign season, or we have a full moon in that particular sign, and that's a heavy part of your chart, you always want to maximize and make good use, monopolize on those energies because they're impacting you most. They're impacting you more than others even. I'm just seeing a lot of like really, really wonderful energy for you. Currently, I mean, not even what's coming, but what's current. So this is wonderful. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and that was clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So again, it's making decisions and grounding yourself about where you want to invest, where you see yourself sort of setting down roots. And what decision are you making? What does this relate to? What exactly is it that you're doing? The Page of Pentacles. The High Priestess, the mystery in this deck, and the Fool. Again, this is so wonderful. So what this is saying, pile two, is you're starting to feel empowered, like you have what it takes, your own. I mean, look at this. You couldn't get better than this. My goodness. Remember these weird birds and things in the movie? Yeah, one's got a shovel here, the other are hammers. This, I was about to say, you know, you possess everything that you need individually from within now to get yourself over the hump, to stabilize, to ground yourself, to develop what you need to support the sustainability and the abundance within your own life. And then we literally have tools coming out, and it's not the only place either. We also have that here for the King of Pentacles. Again, a hammer, tools. And in the movie, he's actually building, you know, he's building something that he envisions, his dream. You could actually be wanting to start a business. That could be very much a part of this as well. You could want to start a business or take a business to the next level. You could be, again, it could be related to a relationship, but the idea is just stepping into your power, feeling confident to embrace that new beginning, and leaning on intuition in order to do it. The High Priestess energy coming out for you. This is incredible. Probably one of my favorite readings so far that I've ever done. And I'm telling you, it's the power of this. What is this? Nine of Teacups. Everything that you want can be yours, as you see here. Absolutely incredible. Loving that so much. Okay. So let's go ahead and see, like, I feel like we've already just looked at so much beautiful energy with thanks to this deck. It's truly magnificent. But let's go ahead and see for pile 2, what's shifting, what's coming for them, what can they expect in the next few months. We have the 3 of Teacups, abundance. That was for pile 1 as well, came out. We have strength, that also came out for pile 1. Leo energy here, number 8. Another 8, 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, work, materialism, things paying off. The Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, stable, grounded energy. And the 3 of Swords. We'll go ahead and get a clarifier for that one. And the 8 of Flowers, the 8 of Wands. You know, one more for that. King of Teacups. Very strongly, for some reason, I'm feeling like this is sort of like self-talk, self-love. The 8 of Wands obviously is going to be an energy of communication or fast, swift movement, shifts that occur very quickly. It could be moving out of an energy. Again, that's not presenting currently, but could have been in your recent past where there was a lot of heartbreak or disappointment and loss. But again, I'm just seeing it as almost like you building yourself back up. Again, having the strength, having those tools, possessing everything needed to support your own nest, I'm seeing. The King of Teacups, the King of Cups. This is this beautiful energy of somebody who just is in balance, who just has it all together. And it just, because the Scorpio energy associated with the King of Cups means, you know, this idea of a hidden element or keeping things within. It just reminded me of like the inner self dialogue or the inner strength, the inner, you know, literally the inner strength, the inner resiliency, and the inner work you've clearly been doing, really paying off in a big way, and manifesting as like a better way that you're relating to yourself. You're not going to be talking down to yourself. You're not going to be feeling bad. You're going to be feeling as confident as you possibly can. Queen of Pentacles. This is the most beautiful energy you can get aside from the energy you're currently in. It's supporting the idea of like this continued stability, practicality, really grounding and securing yourself in this 3D world in the way that you need to. I still think you're going to be deeply connected to spirit, really tuning into intuition. Again, King of Cups represents intuitive emotion, but feeling so secure, having that balance. We had the 2 of Hedgehogs come out for you, you know, stabilizing finally, not being so in and out or unable to maintain that equilibrium. It's actually about balancing out all of your affairs. We also had justice in the wheel, so shifting into greater balance. We have the 3 of Teacups, the 3 of Cups, which is abundance. So just feeling, you know, happy, secure. It almost feels like a happy ending to me. Like just finally, all of your hard work with this 8 of Pentacles is starting to pay off. This almost even strikes me as it could be like a newly single parent or somebody who just left a really toxic relationship or a toxic job environment. And you were knocked down a little bit, but you've built yourself back up. You've made those important decisions. You've done the work, and now you're reaping all of the benefits and the rewards from it. It's just truly such a rewarding and refreshing energy to see come through. What else does pile 2 have to look forward to that's shifting for them? Anything else they need to be aware of? The 4 of Cups. This is your sacred no. That's what I'm hearing. Your sacred no. The Queen of Spears. Yep, the Queen of Swords. Discernment. More discernment. The 8 of Spears. The 8 of Swords. You know, holding yourself back from things that no longer serve you. Not feeling the need to overinvest. And the 4 of Pentacles. security, stability, literally grounding yourself in this 3D realm and not exhausting yourself emotionally, not making poor decisions any longer. This to me is just, you know, look at how the roles are reversed. Okay. So she's the queen in power, but yet Alice is the one kind of giving her what for. Like, you know what, lady? I love that, by the way. This is somebody taking back control of their life, learning to tell people no, learning to put themselves first, to prioritize their needs, their, you know, individual stability, what's most needing, you know, necessary for them. Holding yourself back, no longer feeling the need to devote energy to areas of your life that, you know, again, rob you of your peace or suck and drain your life force, your energy from you. It's really wonderful. This to me, I'm reading very positively, the Four of Pentacles, as, you know, just pure abundance. Really feeling secure and grounded, like having your safe haven, actually having your safe haven. We have this four coming out. We also had the Four of Wands, which is like this foundational energy of like a stable, solid, happy home. So it also just feels like whatever else is going on in your physical life, like the home environment, especially if there's been any tumultuousness in the past regarding your home life. Again, we also had this Ten of Pentacles come out with the idea of what you're moving on from. That could be toxic family, that could be other karma, that could be an abusive spouse or partner. It could be anything, but it's all tying in for me as like you're going to be heading into this better energy with regard to, you know, your stability and like your home, your energetic space. You're going to have more control over who you allow in and how that kind of flows for you. So let's go ahead and get some guidance for pile 2, you guys. What you most need to know from Spirit. Okay. Well, off camera here, but we had several come out. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle. That was kind of a lot. What does pile 2 most need to know? What is the guidance for them? The Six of Wands. You can be victorious. In fact, you already are, I'm hearing. You've already come so far. The Seven of Wands. Drop the defensiveness. You know, as much as it's important to be discerning, to exercise good judgment, we had Judgment. Of course, the Sun coming out with that. We have the Queen of Spears or the Queen of Swords. You want to make sure that you're staying in a very aligned, high vibrational energy of just having good judgment, but not being overly judgmental or defensive. We don't want to create any resistance here to all of this beautiful abundance that's flowing in for you. The Magician. You can manifest whatever reality you want, pile 2. The energies are already here. Yep. Temperance, balancing things out. Really everything coming back into, you know, a period of security, of stability, of fairness. The Nine of Swords or Nine of Spears. So there's a little bit of anxiety for you that you are having trouble releasing. Let's go ahead and see why. What's this about? The Chariot. Moving forward, moving on from things. The Ace of Flowers or the Ace of Wands. And the King of Swords or King of Spears. Again, there could be somebody that is very toxic in your field of awareness or in your recent past. This is somebody to be wary of. You know this already, though. This is nothing new that I'm telling you. The Ace of Wands. So this could be anger, or it could just be this idea of, you know, feeling inspired to move on from things that no longer serve you. And I'm kind of feeling it's the latter. It could be either or, depending on who's watching. Sort of two different messages for the readers or for the viewers. But the Chariot, divine energy. You are protected always. You need to trust, pile 2. Yeah, 10 of Teacups, 10 of Cups. You can have this happiness again. You can move on from a situation that doesn't serve you, and you can have true emotional fulfillment, total emotional completion and happiness and joy on your own. Moving forward with a divine plan. Trust that the universe always has your back, is always working out for you, and that you can have total faith because everything is just as it should be. Let's go ahead and get some final guidance for you from the Moonology Manifestation deck, because why not? You know, we're doing a Zodiac-based reading. Let's go ahead and use the Zodiac Oracle deck. What else does pile 2 need to know? Guidance for pile 2. Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. So again, making sure that you're, you know, staying in a high vibrational energy. You're not allowing the toxicity of others that maybe, you know, are cold to you or don't present in the highest form of energy for you in your life. Don't stoop down to their level. That's not necessary. Always rise up. The right soul family for you will always rise up to meet you. Last quarter moon in Scorpio will reveal what needs to be seen. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. Again, the universe has got your back. They've got it. The Chariot. You're divinely guided and driven forward on your path. You can release that control, that anxiety. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. I think that you actually are pretty clear on your desires and where you see your life heading. So, pile 2, this is just more about, again, staying in balance. Reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier for that. Last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. So I think that there's, as well intended as you are and how much you've taken control over your life in recent time, there is a tendency that you have to sort of be overly critical. There is anxiety presented here, both in this Virgo energy and also the 9 of Swords. Reveal what needs to be seen to me is, making sure that you are in a balanced, again, aligned energy as you make decisions. Reveal what needs to be seen is staying focused on the positive, only kind of giving attention to what absolutely needs to be a part of your life experience and releasing what else doesn't serve you and what doesn't need to be kind of in your field of awareness anymore. And then what does need to be, attend to those details, give that more devoted attention, but do so again in a very just discerning, high aligned way, staying mentally focused, leaning on intuition for trust, but releasing that control and not being stressed or overly anxious about decisions or about moving beyond something, moving past things and moving into this new energy. You need to lighten up, embody that fun, positive, optimistic energy of Leo, because that's a great place to be, especially for an air sign. I think it's first of all commendable that you've been able to ground yourself as much as you have with all of this earth energy. Just make sure though, air can be a little bit cutting. It can be a little bit cold or distant or critical. Just utilize your air-esque qualities for good, and kind of, rein back on some of that less abundant stuff, the things that don't serve you much, hang on. So for somebody watching, you have a tendency to be very blunt, like very blunt and very direct and very cutting in your communication. And when it says reveal what needs to be seen, I'm also hearing speak only what needs to be said, and in kind of a finessed way, lighten up. Don't, it doesn't need to be so heavy. It often feels like, take a reality check, that's how you feel others need to kind of approach life too. Again, very air-like. So you just say things very much matter-of-factly, but it's kind of, with attend to the details, I'm kind of getting this idea of like needing to finesse it, needing to just be a little bit more, sorry to laugh. It's just funny to me because my son is just like this. Needing to be a little bit more, again, discerning, but perhaps considerate, thoughtful. It's going to get you a lot farther. I also think it's going to allow you to better deal with some of these energies that still kind of hang around you a little bit and help to see more your side of things from a very balanced perspective versus just, almost like they're a bitch and, they're doing whatever and they're cutting people out left and right and they think that they know everything now and that they have it all together. And, not saying that that's wrong, but, you just want to also make sure you don't burn any bridges that you need to. I have a feeling that there are some people that you definitely want distance from, but not necessarily out of your life entirely. So just be careful, be mindful and kind with your words. But just know that there's a lot of great things coming for you overall, moving in the direction that you are, pile 2, moving beyond and past some of these difficult energies. The energy you're sitting in is already wonderful, and you're going to be manifesting more of the same, but even more strength, more abundance, more positive energy, more trust. And you're going to be building again. And I'm seeing so many indicators of that. So if this reading resonated for you, I please would so appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. This helps me bring more content to you. It also makes my content more widely available to others on YouTube. I do plan to bring out more Zodiac readings, again, seasonally in sequence as that season presents. So look for the next reading to be coming out mid-February, which I'm going to have to take a look at what that is. I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be just like this one, pick a card style. So if you go ahead and click that notification bell, you will be notified. You'll know whenever I post another reading. And in addition, of course, I post regular pick a cards just like this with love energies, healing energies, all very high vibrational topics on my channel several times a week. And hopefully I'll see you in a future reading there as well. Until next time, I'm wishing you so much love, abundance, joy, wonderful, wonderful positive energy for you with regard to all this going on. This is wonderful. A lot of strength for you to continue to fight the good fight. That's what I'm guided to tell you. So take care of yourself, and until next time, bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let me just go ahead and adjust this camera a little bit. There, it's a little better. You have chosen the Amazonite, beautiful aqua stone, which is apparently very much tied to Aquarius energy. And then this pretty beautiful blue deck, the Spacious Tarot. So this is a reading for all of my Aquarius friends out there, you gorgeous souls, born between January 20th and February 18th. I have plenty of Aquarians in my life. I love them all. And of course, my favorite is my son, whose birthday is actually today, January 28th, at the time that I am recording and uploading, sharing this reading. Ooh. So I'm dedicating this reading to him because he's my favorite and I love this time of year. His birthdays have always been a huge deal to me. Always very blessed to have him. And I have several other Aquarians in my life as well. It's actually a very popular time of the year for my family with regard to birthdays. So lots of wonderful Aquarius energy that I am very familiar with and surrounded by all the time. And yeah, I'm excited to do this reading today. I've done so far one other Zodiac reading. I am doing mainly just pick a cards for healing, love energy, just really high vibrational topics. But I wanted to break into and do a little bit of Zodiac also, just to get a feel for it, see if my viewers are receptive to it. I am a new channel still, if you again are watching this at the time that it is being uploaded. And so I'm just sort of getting my feet wet and seeing if it's something that is worthwhile, that I enjoy, and that, most importantly also my viewers enjoy. So I am doing each Zodiac sign as their season comes up. So I've already done Capricorn, and now we're on to Aquarius. Again, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Anyone with Aquarius energy anywhere in their placements. This energy is for this reading is for you. This energy is for you. I should say that too. And trust that this reading is timeless and intended for you at whatever time you may be finding it. That divine time, whenever they align certain readings within our path, it's always the right time when we need it most. So even if you are not catching this during Aquarius season, if you even don't have Aquarius in your chart, but you're very drawn to either one of the decks or crystals, just trust that you're here for a reason. So take in these messages as your own. There's obviously a reason you need to hear them. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, much like I did for the Capricorn reading and then both of the other piles today, this is obviously a pick a card. You've chosen pile 3. I love to do it that way because it's important to me that you have choice, that you have freedom to choose. And the energy isn't going to be the same for everyone just because you have the same Zodiac sign. I'm a very firm believer in pick a cards versus collective general readings. So for each of the piles, I am taking a look at the present energy that surrounds you. So what energy are you currently sitting in? And then what's shifting for you? What you can expect to occur within the next few months. And then, of course, guidance for you as well. We are mostly going to be using the tarot today. You have chosen the Spacious Tarot, beautiful independent deck. And a little bit of guidance also from the Moonology Manifestation deck. Because why not? Zodiac-based reading. We'll do Zodiac specific oracle deck. Really good stuff has come out for the other piles today, and I'm sure the same will be for you. So let's go ahead and get started. For pile 3, what energy are they currently sitting in? We did have the Two of Swords fly out and put it back, and if it's meant to come out, it will. We have the Three of Cups. Well, that's beautiful. The Elder or King of Wands. the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, and Justice. It's a lot of balance coming in. A lot of balance, a lot of inspired, empowered energy, definitely. Let's go ahead and clarify. We have the Empress for the Three of Cups. Well, this is lovely energy. If you've chosen this pile and this is going to resonate for you, Six of Wands for the King. This is really, really awesome. Great energy to be in. Two of Wands. So the Two of Swords came up just a bit ago, and then we have the Two of Wands. We have the Queen or Guardian of Pentacles for the Four, and then the Child or Page of Cups for Justice. There is some indication of a decision, making decisions, rejecting something, making choices, feeling more empowered, feeling more stabilized, bringing balance into your field of awareness, and most importantly, having success, feeling like you can take on the world and achieve anything. I think you're sitting in a beautiful, beautiful energy, pile 3. The Three of Cups, clarified by the Empress, is just gorgeous. It is optimism. It is abundance. It's joy and happiness. I think things are going very, very well for you. This King of Wands could be a person. That's what I'm hearing. For some of you, this could be love energy that's entering, that has recently entered. Again, this is current energy, so this would already be taking place, most likely in your 3D experience. But we have the Six of Wands coming out. So this is somebody who is like very, very keen on something, on success, on victory, on coming forward and making stuff happen. All these fireworks in this card. It's just a lot of explosive energy, a lot of like sparks of inspiration, sparks of energy. The Ace of Wands, the start of something. Again, this is a decision. This is tied to some type of path choice, I'm hearing. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers because I'm a big clarifier. I enjoy that. And we will see what else is going on here. What's this Four of Cups about? I feel like it's tied to that Two of Swords, indecision. The Ten of Swords. You're ending a cycle. You're ending a cycle. You've told someone or something no. You're rejecting something. What is it that pile 3 is rejecting? What are you rejecting, pile 3? The Guardian of Wands. The Page of Wands. Okay. This is a specific message for some of you, but it needs to be said. For some of you, you're involved in a third-party situation. You're kind of like the other woman, and you've said no to that. You've put an end to that. You're like, you know, I don't deserve this. This is very low vibration. This is very much beneath me. I'm a wife material. I'm a spouse material person. I have a lot to offer you beyond just that sexy, passionate energy. You know, I think that this person is very drawn to you still. First of all, let me just say that I didn't intend for this to be a love reading. The other two piles were not love focused. This one coming through to me is very much about an individual, someone passionate and sexy. It's making you feel very good, to be quite honest with you, because they still desire you so deeply, and they're really coming forward and making the decision to show up for you now in a big, big way, as a result of you kind of saying, I'm done. You know, this is not for me, and I deserve better, justice. I deserve balance and fairness, and I don't want crumbs. You know, the Page of Cups is like a puppy love, like a crush. It's definitely not this energy of fulfillment, of a happy, loving family, of marriage, of stability that you're looking for and that you feel you deserve with this Queen of Pentacles. Again, this may not relate the same for everybody. You may not be a third-party individual. The rest of the energy does feel to be, you know, primary for the viewers that are watching this pile. But if you're not in a third-party situation, then this is just kind of turning your back on something that doesn't serve you. Perhaps it was a little bit, you know, passionate but not enduring. There wasn't a lot of sustainability to it. You didn't like how this person was constantly showing up for hookups or just for, you know, a good time, and then sort of fly by night, taking off. You know, the Page of Wands also is an indicator of somebody who's very immature, very flighty, very impulsive. And I just think that you're saying, no more. I'm not into all of this. This is passionate and sexy, and it's making me feel very good. And at the same time, you know, you're making this choice. Like, that's not enough for me. And I want something more. I want something real, stable, of value. Let's go ahead and see what else. What else is going on for your current experience right now? What else is going on for pile 3? What else do we need to know? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're holding back now from things. Three of Wands. You're waiting to see what this person is going to do. Judgment. And the Hierophant. Okay. I'm guided to say pile 3. You're very much in line with the divine plan when you put a stop and a kibosh on this energy. Okay. This is not serving you well. It's not balanced. It's not helping you be aligned. You know, it was, as you felt, beneath you and your worthiness as an individual, with all of the work that you've put in, with how, you know, much you show up for yourself and show up for the connection. You're not getting what you want out of it. It's not bringing you happiness any longer, and you're holding yourself back from it now. And while that's good, and all of those things are going to eventually help kind of turn the tide and shift the energy in your favor, I am also guided to say that, you know, you're doing it slightly for the wrong reasons. Your intention is good, but the reason behind it is not. You're holding yourself back, and you're doing it in a way that's very resistant. So you're flowing with the divine plan in the sense that you've ended something, but you're also waiting around for them. You have been waiting for this shift from them. You've been waiting for them to kind of show up in a more dedicated, sort of direct way, showing up as the King of Wands, even though he's also sexy. And as one of my favorite readers, Charlotte, says, you know, he's the king of dates. And yeah, he is. You know, he's definitely somebody who is passionate and lively and fun and exciting, but he's also not the King of Pentacles. Like, he's not the the spouse. He's not the husband. He is not the committed type. So he may be showing up in a better way, and that's what you were wanting. That's what you've been waiting for. It's making you feel very good. The Empress. It's making you have this idea that, you know, maybe this can turn around. You know, I'm feeling joyous again. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling empowered because I've put myself first, and I've told them no, and they're showing up and proving me that, you know, maybe they can be in a better energy. But you're waiting on them to shift and change, and that needs to come from within. I'm hearing for them, it needs to come through divine inspiration. They're doing this as a response, as a reactionary sort of action taken towards you, because of the fact that you've cut them off abruptly. And obviously they care about you very deeply, even though they're not showing up for you in a very sincere way. Often, you know, they've treated you in a way that's felt very minimal or very childlike, very immature and underdeveloped. It's not been balanced and at the level fully that you've wanted. Even though they're changing that now, they're still not doing it in the most aligned way. So, you know, with regard to this situation, love related, but also just in life in general, what's shifting for pile 3? What do they need to know about what's shifting for them? What's coming for them in the next few months? The Two of Cups. The Hermit. Temperance. And the Guardian, or the Queen of Cups. I hate to disappoint you, pile 3, but, you know, the Two of Cups energy here is very platonic. So it's coming up right with this Three of Cups energy, which can also represent friendship. It can represent community, our social circles. And the Two of Cups also can be a friend energy. I think you're going to be moving into friendship either with this person or focusing on platonic connections overall. You know, the Hermit here is more solitude, more kind of turning inward and tuning into the divine, staying on path with spirit. And the Ten of Pentacles is the clarifier to this. So this is focusing on abundance, on personal stability. It could be focusing on family as well. You know, balance is coming for you. I feel like it's very disappointing to you to hear that, you know, that things aren't shifting with this person even more than they already have. And again, it's because it's on shaky ground. It's not of the most aligned and high vibrational energy that this person is doing this. It's very much based upon and rooted in getting a reaction from you. And same for you. You know, as much as you've done this, you know, for your own security and emotional stability, you know, you did this also partly because you wanted them to level up. If you're being honest with yourself, you know, that's what you've been waiting for, is for this temperance energy, for this rebalancing and this beautiful alchemy with this person. I do hear that you're going to get that, but it's going to be some time before that actually shifts in your physical reality. In the meantime, though, embodying this energy of the Queen of Cups, somebody who is nurturing, compassionate, understanding. This is, you know, loving someone unconditionally. but also not needing to be in their energy, being in your own energy, focusing on friendships, on things that really do make you feel good without the conditions. The World, the Lovers, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So you need to make a choice, pile 3. You know, if you want to move beyond these difficult energies, these kind of back and forth cat and mouse games that you play with this person, I know that's difficult and it's a hard cycle to break, but it's kind of saying you need to make a final decision. In order to really move forward and propel yourself into this better state, you need to make a decision once and for all that this needs to close out and you need to start a new cycle. What else does pile 3 need to know? What's shifting? What's coming for them in the future? The Nine of Swords.
This routine will end in 20 minutes. Enjoy your meal.
Alexa interjects on many of my readings. I often take her as a
Sorry,
sign.
I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again?
Alexa off. She often interjects in my readings, and I always take that as a sign. I always feel like that's, you know, significant for somebody. You could be having a lot of interjection or a lot of interruptions and intrusion from others that's causing you anxiety regarding this situation. Just know that things are shifting. Again, if you're also a third party or involved in a third party situation, that could very much be an energy that is continuing to plague you, is maybe the ramifications of that, or just the fact that you were involved in a situation of that nature altogether. I'm hearing that that's not something you normally engage in with this Queen of Pentacles and Justice energy. It actually feels like you usually ride very high on the moral scale, and this is something that maybe you got involved in unintentionally, perhaps even found out after the fact by this person that, you know, there was another party to the mix, and it's caused you a lot of stress, and it's something that continues to weigh on you. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot. So in order to move forward, pile 3, and to truly manifest an energy of reciprocation with this person or in general, you need to stop resisting the divine plan. You need to flow with the divine energy that presents for you on your path towards a better future by essentially releasing this for now. You know, allowing this person to be in your life if that calls to you, but again, in a platonic, friendly way, and not expecting that there's going to be, you know, the Knight of Cups coming in. It's not going to be union energies right now. And in fact, you know, the Strength card is coming out with this Knight of Cups. It's saying there's going to be, you know, holding back. It's preservation, especially with this cactus energy here, this desert energy in this card. Just gives me the idea of like resourcefulness, not necessarily lack, because the cacti thrive in the desert conditions. You know, they bloom, they're abundant, but you know, they're definitely reserving of all of their resources, and that's kind of what you're needing to do too. To be in that Queen of Cups energy, you really have to kind of tune into the divine, not keep expending energy in all these directions that deplete you, not expecting too much, and definitely not devoting any sort of anxiety to parts of this situation that are weighing on you, that are bringing you down. That's definitely not the way to go about things. The Emperor. You know, there is stability coming. There is a relationship coming, the Four of Wands. That will happen for you, pile 3. I think it's very important that you know that today. However, this is sort of the universe's way of saying, you know, you don't know when. You don't get to know when at this point right now. You just need to lean into intuition and trust. You know, this person right now just wants to keep flying in, and you know, it's flighty, and it's very at times passionate and direct, and it makes you again feel very good, feel very abundant with that Empress energy, but at the same time it's not sustainable, it's not enduring. Three of Pentacles, again a reference to a third party. I think this person can't even give you a whole lot of time. It's almost like they ignore you at times, or they're very distant, they're very, you know, much stepping back, and then they can just kind of like come out of the blue, out of nowhere, and that adds, you know, to your anxiety also. It's kind of like, when will I hear from this person again? When will I get this time with them? Again, it's all focused on this sense of lack. The majority of the time I don't have them, and then I have them for just brief, fleeting moments of time. You know, Spirit is saying, trust your intuition, trust and lean into your inner knowing, because that path is going to be what presents you with this ultimate peace and balance, and this beautiful, stable relationship that you're seeking. What else is shifting for pile 3? The Three of Swords, the Child or Page of Pentacles, the Guardian of Swords, that's the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is personal discernment. This is judging what's best for you, what needs to be in your field of awareness, you know, moving past pain and knowing that you deserve more than what this person can give you right now. And so I think it's really very much kind of maintaining that distance, not necessarily being cold, but being more discerning and just staying in your power. The Nine of Pentacles is very much this Empress energy, but it's a more grounded, secure, and stable form of it. In the sense with you, with this Empress and the Three of Cups, oh my goodness, I just noticed all the threes pretty much are out, plus the Lovers, which also can be choice. Definitely third-party energy flowing through here. Ten of Pentacles also. Interesting. With that said, the Empress energy that you're currently sitting in, as we discussed, is actually coming from an ill-dignified place. It's you feeling empowered, but as a result of this person kind of showing up and giving you that attention. In the future, what's shifting for you is this just inner stability, this inner sort of abundant feeling that you have, regardless of outside circumstances, regardless of any separation or breakdown in this connection, regardless of any third-party energies taking place. It's almost like, go ahead, deal with your situation, come back to me when you have something of value to give me. Until then, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm doing well on my own. You know, this is not for me. And I'm just not interested any longer. You know, even the Empress being a number 3, literally, I think all the threes have come out today. We have the Three of Cups, Swords, Pentacles. I even think the Three of Wands, every single 3. Wow, does that blow my mind? You're going to be more discerning with this Queen of Swords energy, pile 3, but in a really, really good way, again, to support your abundance, your security, what's best for you, your highest path. Anything else? The Seven of Wands, the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, multiple sevens, the number of divinity, and the Nine of Wands. I think you're very hesitant to fully step away from this person with good reason. I do think that you've been, connected to them for a very long time. You've invested a lot of energy, even despite, how this person sometimes shows up for you. I just think that you're a fighter. You continue to you refuse to let, completely just give up the ghost. You keep showing up for this person and wanting to be a part of this person's life and wanting them a part of yours, wanting them to be in your experience. But, you don't have to feel a sense of loss just because you step away from something you've invested a lot in. That's a really strong message, pile 3. This person isn't going anywhere. I don't think they're going to, you're going to step away. And if you step away and truly embody this energy that you've kind of decided on, which is the Ten of Swords, ending it, I don't think they're going to just go, okay, they want nothing more to do with me. They've ended it and they're going to be gone. I think that's your fear. That's something you worry about, you ruminate about. But, I'm hearing that they're hanging on. They're not going to give up on you. They're not going to stop. They may kind of continue to trigger you and come into your field of awareness with this flighty, sexy energy, or just this really quick kind of impulsive energy as they can. And it's going to be up to you on how you decide to show up in this connection in the future. What supports, your highest integrity, your moral character, your happiness, what ultimately supports your highest life path, your goals. Path of least resistance is no longer to continue to engage with this energy. It's difficult, it's messy. There's a lot going on here. But, don't feel a sense of loss at this either, because you're just stepping away temporarily to focus on self, to rebalance, again, justice, to kind of realign with the energies of the divine plan. I do think that this person will return in the future in a better energy, but you really have to give them the time and space in order to do that. That's a really strong message here. Yeah, you've invested a lot of time. And I think you're just so worried about, if you've made your decision, you need to line up with it, with the Ten of Swords. I just feel like you think if you do that, this person's going to say, okay, this isn't worth it to me anymore. I'm done. I've tried, it's it. They're so magnetized to you. There's no way that they're going to just ultimately up and leave. Anything else we need to know? Any guidance for pile 3? How they can best be supported through these energies? The Five of Cups, feel that loss, but continue to move forward. You're powerful, pile 3. You can handle it. The Knight of Pentacles. Know that things are shifting, although slowly, and you're going to get what you want with the Nine of Cups. It's coming for you. It's a really strong message. The Ten of Cups on the bottom, ultimate fulfillment and happiness. And the Ace of Swords, which for me is the sword of truth. You know, it's just illuminating fully, again, that this is the way that the divine path is causing you to go right now. It's guiding you and directing you. Look at this moon energy, this symbolic of intuition, with this Eight of Cups card. That's literally a bunch of cups on a trail leading away, leading into the darkness of the unknown. It feels bad. I get that. You know, this cup's knocked over and broken. It's almost like you're abandoning things, or it sucks, doesn't it, to have something that you've invested and held on to for so long just still after so much time not be fully what it needs to be or could be. But you have to keep in mind that energy that you were sitting in when you originally made this decision. You know, you deserve more than what you're getting from this person. You are a Queen of Pentacles energy, pile 3, and you deserve that fully. And I do think you're going to get that with that Emperor and that Four of Wands. That's 100% a divine masculine energy coming in secure and stable and grounded and ready to give you everything you ever wanted in the most balanced way possible. No crumbs, no settling. Let's go ahead and get some final guidance for you, pile 3. This is interesting how this really shifted into a love reading. If you weren't hoping for love today or focused on that, I invite you to explore one of the other two piles. Neither of those were love focused. This one, this is the way it wanted to go. Guidance for pile 3. First quarter moon in Pisces, water energy. Honor your feelings. So again, feel that sense of loss, but don't sit and ruminate in that energy. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. You know, trust the divine plan, trust the universe. Last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. Both of these cards came out in pile 2. That may be another pile for you. And full moon in Libra, find a balance. Again, right now, what you're guided and what you need to be aware of is that you're on a path to finding balance once again. That's what's shifting for you, is balance within, balance with your emotions, with your physical reality, with honoring yourself. You know, attend to the details makes me think of self-care, you know, making sure that you are the highest and top priority in your life above all else. Release control over things that no longer serve you or that are not kind of turning out in your favor at this time. You know, it's okay to continue to maintain your feelings or maintain that connection to that person, but just release expectation. That's truly and ultimately what allows everything to kind of loosen up and for the momentum to build and realign. Again, balance. So pile 3, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really love reading the Zodiac readings, for the Zodiac signs here as a pick a card style. So again, if this reading for some reason didn't resonate, if you weren't focused on love energy today and you'd like to explore any of the other two piles, go ahead. Maybe there's messages for you in both of them. That's at your discretion. But hopefully this reading has brought you some clarity, some peace. I am sending you so much love and abundance and supporting you through these energies. I know they're not easy. If this reading did resonate, you know, I know it's challenging, but you can do it. If it did resonate and if you enjoyed this reading, I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That allows me to bring more content like this to you, these Zodiac-based readings, as well as standard pick-a-card readings that I like to release several times a week. And it also makes it where more people can become aware of my content as well. It makes me more popular on YouTube, essentially. So with that said, I've enjoyed all of the Aquarius readings today. Happy birthday to all my Aquarius friends. I'm sending you so much love and joy and abundance. And again, just wonderful, wonderful, good flowing energy for you, supporting you in this situation and in general. I hope to see you in another reading. And until next time, take good care of yourself, Aquarius. Bye-bye.